JazzHorns.com, Pro Tools 9 and 10, free class tutorials, beginning, intermediate, and advanced, mix window.
Hey YouTube, this is Whitney Russell with JazzHorns.com. Today's video is going to cover the mix window. Alright, so what I want you to do is go ahead and open up your Pro Tools so you can kind of follow along with me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a template that they have Pro Tools is set up. It basically kind of sets up everything for you so that you can kind of follow along with me. This is how to get this template. I want you to go to File, go to New Session, go right here where it says Create Session from Template. Go ahead and go to Hip Hop. The session parameters, the auto file, leave it there. Bit depth is going to be 24-bit and sample rate. Leave all that the same. Okay. All right, they're going to ask you to save it. Go ahead and save it. All right, and so here the edit window will pop up. We don't want the edit window. We're trying to get the mix window. All right, so what you do is go here to window, go to mix, and that is your edit window right there. I mean, that's your mix window, sorry. All right, and this is your transport window. We're going to move that over here. And all right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you just basically one channel of the mix window because all of these channels basically run the same. Okay, this is your track window. We don't need that, so scoot that on over. Okay, all of these work the same, so I'm just going to show you one, and they all basically, you can have up to like 96 tracks. So I'm just going to show you one, and that's basically all of them work the same way. First, let me show you how the beat that they have, the hip-hop beat, all they have is drums. Okay, so that's the drum track they have. It's just basically, they just kind of just give you a little template. So you have the bass here, brass hits, lead, audio. You can record anything you want to, and they already have everything set up for you. Okay, now right here is where you have the inserts. This is where you're going to have all of your effects. Okay, let's go right here and go into multi-channel plugin. You have EQs. See, these are all the EQs right here. 7-band, 4-band, 1-band EQs. And I go over all of these in my other tutorials. Familiarize yourself with all of these. Dynamics. You have a whole bunch of different effects. Pitch shift is dealing with your pitch. You can change it, pitch up and down. Reverb. You have delay. You have modulation. Your harmonic. You have dither, which deals with recording. Sound field. An instrument. This is where all your virtual instruments are. Okay, so they have some virtual instruments up here. I'll show them to you real quick. But these, you want to go ahead and familiarize yourself with all of these little effects. Okay, let me go ahead and show you one. Now you heard the drum beat, basically how it sounds. What I'm gonna do now is add an effect to it. Go right here. Go multi-channel plug-in. I'm gonna go. Let's go reverb. And I'm going to use these inserts. I go over how to use all these inserts too. I just want to show you. Okay, I'm going to use it's called all reverse. Basically what it does is it makes the drum sound like it's playing backwards. All right, let me hear how that sounds. All right, so basically that is an effect that's making the drum sound like that. So there's all kind of effects. You want to just mess around and play with them. If you want to record some other things, you can record a bass, a lead. You can record anything on these tracks. So this template just kind of gives you, it's easy to go. They give this right here. Let me show you. This is the MIDI instruments. So if you click on right here, this is something that Pro Tools, the virtual instruments that they have, and you might want to go to my tutorials before you start messing with the virtual instruments. But they got vacuum expand already for you, and that's all dealing with MIDI. We'll talk about that later. But that's basically all you have to deal with in the mix window. When you get more advanced, you'll start worrying about the sins and ins and outs when we deal with mastering. But basically, this is the record, solo, mute. This is the master fader. This is the volume. This is the drums. This is where you can label it, whatever you want to label it. You can double click right here. So if you want to label it drums +1, whatever you want to label, it'll change it right there for you. That's basically everything about the mix window.
If you have any questions, or if you want to view my other tutorials, beginning, intermediate, or advanced, please go to dshorns.com. If you need a horn section on your track, horn solos, piano chords, piano solos, or help mastering your track, contact me at facebook.com/ds.horns or at dshorns@yahoo.com. And please make sure to send me a friend request on Facebook for Pro Tools updates and free plugins.